What's up YouTube, this is JB Panther, back on the video, and today's video is actually my Jujutsu Kaisen episode 2 review. I'm about to get into it right now, and let's just dive deep into this review right now. So pretty much what happened with, with this current episode is pretty much what happens is that, Yuji is taken over by Kasuna, the curse, and then Fujiwara's like, he's like, I don't know what to do. Do I kill him? Do I leave him alive? How do I know this particular one isn't like, the Kasuna or the curse? He's very, very hesitant, you know what I mean? And you could tell Fujiwara's like, I don't want to kill him, because you could tell it's going to be like some kind of like friendship kind of bond that brotherhood type of bond they're gonna have in the future. And Gojo, he just comes up in there like, yo, I'm back. And it's like, wait, what? I'm back? And pretty much saying that, I'm here. I came to check up, because he said the higher ups was like, oh, we gotta find out this curse and stuff like that. And then, they're like, oh, where's the curse? Oh, Yuji ate it. He ate it? Oh, Yuji, he's like, really? Oh, really? Yeah. And then he's pretty much saying that, oh, this is what happened. Gojo is very like laid back and like very like lighthearted, and pretty much Fujiwara is talking about, wait, you're telling me when all these people getting killed and all that, you were out here getting food and souvenirs and stuff like that. He's like, I gotta check out the area. And then pretty much he's talking Yuji, saying that I need you to transform into Kasuna for at least 10 seconds. And he pretty much says like, are you sure? He's like, don't worry, I'm the strongest. I'm pretty much saying I'm the GOAT. And he's just stretching an arm, and he's talking to, Fujiwara, stuff like that. And of course he took the pictures and the selfies and blah 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 to show the students. And then, Yuji transforms into Kasuna, and he just goes in and tries to attack Gojo, and Gojo's sitting on him. He's pretty much trying to fight. Boom, boom, boom. Gojo is just knocking him out. Boom, boom, boom. Does a punch. Boom, knocks him out. And Kasuna does his, like, I guess, curse, destruction move, whatever. Tries to kill Gojo, and it does nothing. And he's like, time's up. And he's like, oh, damn it. Oh, well, I can't control him for more than 10 seconds. And then, boom, pretty much he's, I guess, sealed back into his body. And then Yuji's like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then Gojo just pretty much not uses his finger. Boom, stops him and knocks him out unconsciously. And then they pretty much said that's pretty much the recap. And then you start seeing like why Yuji is tied up, and Fujiwara is like, that's pretty much the recap of what everything happened, because remember, he was knocked out when all this stuff happened. He said that doesn't line up to the exact timeline, and pretty much saying that, trying to get straight to the point, is that Gojo pretty much tells Yuji that you have two options, right? You could either be executed right now, or you could eat Kasuna's fingers and toes and all that and be executed later, because he's the vessel and stuff like that. And pretty much Yuji, pretty much accepts, I'm just gonna get straight to the point, is that he pretty much accepts that, everything was happening with his friends, his other friend got sent to the hospital, the other one is very, very depressed, and they pretty much tell about the backstory, stuff like that. His grandfather died and stuff like that. Pretty much he accepts that, I'm gonna be the vessel for Kasuna, and I will be joining you, Gojo. And then they go from there, and then Gojo's like, great, because we have a great vessel, we can use him, stuff like that. And then of course, he pretty much says, I'm gonna introduce you to the Jujutsu Academy, which is like, for missions and graduation, stuff like that. Pretty much, it feels like when you watch it, it feels like almost like a Naruto, like it feels like an old school type of vibe, if you notice it, right? When you watch the episode, you could tell this feels like a Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Blue Exorcist, like Naruto kind of vibe. Like it feels like an old school, like early 2000 type of vibe when I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, right? And then he says you have to meet the principal, and the principal says, if you want me to accept you, you have to, tell me why you're really here, stuff like that. Then he does his own curse power, which he uses the dolls he makes, and beats the crap out of Yuji and just knocks him out, and boom, boom, boom. And he pretty much says, you know what, I accept it. I'm about to, pretty much he's trying to, he wants to save people, and he's willing to take on the risk of, Kasuna and all that other stuff, whatever. And pretty much the principal says, you pass. Pretty much, he pretty much says, you pass, blah, blah, blah. And then we get to where Gojo shows Yuji his dorm. He's like, oh my god, it's so nice, and look how cool it is. And he puts his own poster of Jennifer Lawrence, because I don't know why he's so obsessive with Jennifer Lawrence. It's crazy how, like, you could tell that, like, he really, like, the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, you could tell he's been taking certain things from Western influence to just say Jennifer Lawrence. It's kind of weird, but whatever, it's fine. And pretty much saying, that, because of pretty much Gojo tells Yuji that, that we need to use you as, to pretty much eat the curse, stuff like that. He's like, why don't I just eat all the curses? He says, not that simple. We only have six, they said they only have like 6 of them, right? And he says, if you think, finding all of them was that easy, we would have done it already, right? And pretty much it's almost like him going like almost like hunt. It feels like a little bit like Hunter x Hunter, where they're like they gotta go and search and scavenger hunt kind of for Kasuna's arms, legs, and his fingers and his toes, and eat them and all this other stuff, whatever. So it's just what it seems like. You feel me? And when it comes to this, it seems like Yuji's like, wait, so I have to, search for it, and Gojo's like, yes, you have to. And thing is, since you have Kasuna in you, Kasuna's gonna tell us where his fingers and toes are at, because he's inside your body, and he's like a radar. So if we can use him as a radar and use your body as a radar, we can easily find the curses and the tools, and find his fingers and his toes a lot faster than it was before. And pretty much Fujiwara comes out on the other side of the dorm saying, oh my gosh, Yuji, yeah, you're fine. Pretty much saying, Fujiwara's pretty much saying, I'm fine, I'm good, blah blah blah. And Yuji's like, oh look how nice your dorm is, whatever. He pretty much says butt out. And then Gojo is pretty much like, oh, everything. He's very laid back. You can tell it's very lighthearted. And Gojo's like, well, we gotta meet the 3rd year, I guess 2nd student. It's like, the first year 3rd student is like, what do you mean? And it seems like, because again I read the manga, that at the end of the episode, you could tell that the chick, Nara, I'm not gonna spell her name, but the chick at the end, right? You could tell she's gonna probably be the 3rd student, whatever it is. Even if you watch the preview, you could tell that she is gonna be with the squad and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? When you see them like the next episode, because I saw the episode preview, you could tell that it's gonna feel like people like it's not gonna feel like Naruto. Listen, it's gonna feel like Naruto. It's gonna remind you of that Team 7 type of vibe. You feel me? You'll see next episode. You'll be like, oh my god, this is freaking amazing! Like, oh my god, this is like Naruto. This is like JoJo. You'll see. You know what I mean? Like when you watch the series going forward. But overall, I really like this episode. I feel like this is gonna be one of the newer series where it feels more catered to like the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s, like kids kind of, because it feels a lot more of that. Even like the way it's drawn, even the way it's like structured and the animation, stuff like that. Like you could tell the story, the way it's written. I'm not gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen is like the greatest story ever, but I'm just talking about like it feels like an old school anime and manga that came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s, now coming in like 2020. That's what Jujutsu Kaisen feels like. And Jujutsu Kaisen is only like 2 years old. So it's like, it's kind of crazy how it's being received very well, and how a lot of the OG anime fans, the millennial anime fans, were liking it so far. And there's not really that much negativity I've been hearing about. I've been watching a couple YouTube videos on Twitter, Instagram. People really like it. Not really any negative backlash that I've seen of so far. You feel me? And it's only 2 episodes. But again, I really, really, really do like it. I will give this a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I think the way it was paced and executed was pretty good. And I just hope that, they don't do like a God of High School where they just constantly just rush it. Take your time, take the chapters, adaptate them the right way, use the animation pretty well, and then we go from there. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.